Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. So, hopefully, this episode finds you not long after the last episode. That means I was able to get them up same day, both of them. Horde should be inbound here momentarily. Starting to think about how I wanted to do this over here, and I think we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to do that one over there first before I can get to this one over here. Maybe we do that in first over there. Reconfigure that and then come over here and do this. But I really need to get this one going. I don't know. I'll have to think about it after this episode and how I'm going to handle it. How we're going to go about doing it. Well, looks like we ran out of fuel in the forges. I have this glass that I can put in... Wait a minute. Is this the forge? This is the bulletproof glass forge, isn't it? That is low, low, low on the glass. So let's get this going here. Let's split these things up. 43, 44, 44. This one's pumping out glass jars. What's the fuel in it? 57, so it's good there. This one needs that and this. That and this. It's kind of the opposite on my stream series. I have so much cement and not enough stone and sand to make a concrete mix. It's like on here. You know, I probably should keep these rolling. But look at all this steel we have that I've not used yet. And we're going to use a lot over there at the Horde bunker on the quarter blocks. And we'll probably steel out the whole building, eventually. But... you know, I've not used a lot of steel on Alpha 16 with the designs I've been using. There's not been much of a need for it. Hold off on that for now until I figure out what I'm going to do. This one can continue business usual. That one, turn it on. Let me put my bulletproof glass away. Do a sort. Sand in there. Stone in there. So that's all going. Crossbow 600. You know, we don't need to upgrade that. I do need to go through and figure out some of these guns and compact these things a bit. I guess what I could do is combine some of them, you know, the 3 parts, just to save space. But tell you what, we don't need a compound bow anymore. That's all just trash. Just scrap, 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 scrap. Never going to use that. Used it for the flaming arrows for just a short time. The sniper rifle, I could probably go ahead and assemble these here now. Combine the parts. You know what I mean? You following me? That's going to cut down on that. Size of barrel. Ooh, a 600 sniper rifle barrel. What's my gunsmithing, weaponsmithing? It's 10. It's 10. Okay. What, you know, something I didn't look at. Gunsmithing's 8. So I have 199 points. Let's cap that. Let's cap this. Puts me down to 115. Science is capped. That one really matters. What else do we need to put points into? Maybe the 9mm, and it couldn't hurt just to throw them in 7.62 in case one day we decide to go ahead and use those. The range traps, we're going to buy that. We could just buy the auto turrets. We're going to go ahead and buy it since we have the points. Quality Joe is capped. Fast Eddie, I can't really see putting more than 2 points in it. It seems to be almost instant loot with 2 points, so I think we're good there. So anyway, all right. So while we were looking at that, I figured I would, you know what? We'll hold on to the barrels because since I have a 600 barrel right here, I could just combine one of these lesser quality barrels with it to increase the, the quality, or not increase the quality, to repair it. Can't brain. 2 episodes in a day and a stream. That's what it is. I'll blame it on that. I'll blame it on Draco. Just because. All right. Symbol. 600. What does that put it up to? 486. Almost a purple sniper rifle. So we're getting there. We're getting there. One day we might use it for something. I don't really see me using a sniper rifle. I can see myself using an AK-47 though. And we almost have all the parts for that. I think I'm missing one piece to it. Let's do a sort. Get everything sorted out. Put my plastic up in here. Paper or plastic. 1730. Still have a little bit of time. Now, didn't I craft some nails? Yeah, okay. So I did. I crafted some nails because I want to make some storage boxes. How many storage boxes can that craft? 100. Well, we don't need 100. Let's do 20. Let's do 20. Well, better yet, let's do them in a workbench so I don't have to carry them around in my inventory here. In my inventory. Carry them around in my inventory. Alright, feel all proper when I say that. Look at all this animal fat. We need to start using that for fuel. I'm also going to transition over to the logs. I said that before. I'm going to do that. Oh, yeah. You know what we need to do? We need to make an axe. A fire axe. So, steel. Wood. Axe. Steel fire axe. Let's make 5 of them. They give us 1 to use and some to combine to get it up to 600. Stick that in there. Stick this in there. The golden rod can go in there. And I'm going to take a bite of some tasty meat stew. Finger in every bite and some golden rod tea. Golden rod tea. Alright, it's topped off. Alright, what do we have in here? Can turn that off. That's our paper for our shotgun shells. Blum, 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 blum. Up in there. Up in there. We're not doing so great on gunpowder. But I have everything we need. You know, shotgun shells, exploding crossbow bolts. I should never use more than 200 for this horde, so we'll just stay right there. Hopefully everything's wired up. I think it is. I think everything is wired, so maybe put this on my belt and these on my belt just so in case I die, I won't lose them. Always prepare for the worst, hope for the best, right? Alright, 5 minutes on those. Because I think instead of knifing the bodies, we'll just axe them, and then we'll get a couple bones out of each one, and it'll be a one-shot deal. Let me look at my tools chest, make sure I don't have another axe. I don't have another. But look at that, though. We do have 7 auto turrets. We'll never use them. Well, I say never. Never say never. But have 7 of those, 6 more shotgun turrets, which we will use most of those, if not all of them, and then make a few. I keep holding on to all of these parts. You think I'd use them eventually. Don't really know why I would need my auger on my belt. But if I die, it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. There's our 20 storage boxes. Can I get another axe? Come on. Pump it out. Pump it out. Anything else I should be doing? Maybe refuel this. You know, couldn't hurt. Since that's going to be providing the power that we need to take on this horde. Might not be a bad idea. Wouldn't be a bad idea at all. My goodness, it takes a lot of axe, or a lot of time to make an axe, a steel axe. What is that? What skill is that? Miscellaneous crafting, quicker crafting. You know, all of that's capped out. Really takes that long to make a steel axe. That shows you how much experience I have making steel axes. So we still need another one to get to 600. Ugh. Well. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. We can take this down. Don't need that anymore. My little to-do list. My honey-do list. You know, I could go ahead and take this stuff and put it where it's supposed to go while we're waiting. That'll give me a better idea of what we have and what we don't have. We have a lot of iron and steel, though. I know that. More than I'm probably ever going to use on this Let's Play. That's a bunch of steel. That's a bunch of steel. Because we increased the stack size of that too, didn't we? Or could you always hold 1,000? Maybe you could always hold 1,000 steel. I don't know. Maybe I didn't change that. But 1911. Put the arrowheads in there. There's another axe. All right, so 550 and a 500 equals a 600 axe. I want to ask you a question. Put that there. Guess we can stick our crossbows in here for a later repair, and our building supplies. Put the storage boxes in there. Gives us 22. Gives us 22. Kind of looking through here to make sure. Well, we got to get this thing sorted, though. We're going to have to get this sorted so that I'm not looking on. Now, this stuff here, I think because we figured out the trick to finding fertilizer in the burnt biome by the bucket loads, and we still have all of this to explore, I think I'm throwing all this out. There's nothing you can do with it. You can't sell it. You can't use it as fuel. That's just taking up space, you know? Oh, look at it piling up. This is piling up as high as I am. My little man is tall. All right, look at all the meat on the floor. Meat on the floor. Boom, look at that. All of that clear, free space. And I've been selling the military fiber. I think it's 40,000 for a full stack. Or maybe it was more than that. I don't know. 36,320 for that. We still have 600 glue. We could probably stand to make more. What time is it? 1948. And snowballs and glass jars. Let's go ahead and make 1,000 more. Murky water. Let me get some frames. Like I was saying before, I think we'll go ahead and take a 10,000 stack of wood. We're going to need to cut the tree farm down soon, too. Log. Said I was going to do this. I was going to make a stack of 2,500 logs. Should give us enough fuel to burn for a long time. So, get these frames. That's enough. And those frames in the fire. Bottled murky water by 1,000. So we're not going to be able to make our glue quite yet, but I'll get on that. I'll try to get another 1,000 glue. We're good on duct tape. Don't need that, but I need glue for paper. For more paper. How much paper are we up to here? We are up to 7,000. 7,000. Little man's starting to overheat. But, yeah, I'll get over here at some point after the Horde. Maybe I can get another episode recorded tonight. I don't know. I got to figure out how I'm going to do this lighting in this room. Had one idea how I could do it. Would be to put a piece of rebar there. Go into there. And though this will not be here, there'll be rebar right there going up to here. And there going down to there. And this will be open. This piece will still be there. So maybe I could attach it there. Central pillar, how many blocks is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then attach. It'd be the same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and attach. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. We could have lighting strung across here. And lighting strung across there. That's how we could do that. I might actually build a separate wing, if you want to call it that, for power. Just power alone. Have a separate tier. Might do that. Might do that. Just got an idea. Ooh, be careful. Grand Spartan's getting ideas. But excited about this room. Maybe even more so than the tree farm that I was all excited about, the garden over there. I got a pretty good idea what I want to do in here. Something cool, man. Something cool. Get all my lighting finished out down the hallways. What's my FPS? 153. Yeah. That's all right here. I just worried about this tree farm and rendering all this in. But if I look up at the trees, I'm 230, 40 FPS, you know, so I don't think it's really going to affect me. I have something weird going on the Let's Play. Now, I think it was Eric brought up a good idea. Eric Baudouin came up with the idea that perhaps I am getting a skipping on there because it's doing a, what do you call that thing? Not a validation, but it's checking for structural integrity. And because I have a tunnel, under my base and around it, could be causing it to check that thing often. And what is it that you call it? Let's go into this mode here and press escape. Oh, recalc stability. It's trying to recalc. Let me turn this off. I don't goof something up. It's trying to recalc stability over and over and over. And so I may fill that tunnel in. And I'm sure a lot of you that watch this series probably watch the stream series. I might fill that tunnel in that goes all the way around the base and do my power above ground there as well. So I don't have that issue. We're going to change the color of this. It's 2119, 2120. I don't want to be goofing off much longer here. I want to get on over here and kind of hang out and think about how I can do this. I want to make this steel all the way up eventually. I don't know why we didn't just go ahead and do it while we had the steel. And we make the pillar steel all the way to that square block right there. I don't know if I'll paint this whole base and document it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can get it started and show you my idea of how I want to paint things, and then I can just finish it out. Because that'd be a pretty boring episode, I think. It would take me like a whole episode to paint this. Just in here would take me probably a whole episode. These hallways in this one room right here. Because you got to go all the way. I got to go on this side, you know, all the way down. Then I come back on the top. Then I got to go to this side. Then I'm going to go underneath and paint all of that. It'd take a long time. At least an hour, I would think, to paint all of that. And I have to upgrade it to steel, too. I have to upgrade that to steel. Did I have concrete? Yes, I have concrete. Don't need gas. Don't need gas. We don't need gas where we're going. Maybe some of you can tell me the reference there of that, if you know. If not, it's cool. It's cool. Oh, yeah, pumping them out. So 1,000, 2,000. Yeah, that'll be enough to hold all of that. So we'll transition to the logs. Now, what I was explaining was, oh, it's almost 2,200. The logs and the frames, they break down the same as far as the cost of wood, but you can stack more logs than you could per, you know, burn time. 1 log's 5 minutes, 2 frames 5 minutes. The same there, but well, let's hope they don't come from the west. Let's hope they come from the south, north, or east is the direction they come from. And let's also hope that something doesn't happen. They bug out and can see me through the glass. Oh, there they are. They're coming from the north. Nice. Come on in. Come on in. Oh, man. That thing is loud. I wasn't expecting that. I like that they fixed the sound in 16.4, though, so it doesn't sound like 2 shotgun turrets firing at the same time. It's just 1. Is he dead? He's dead. He's dead. Boy, they're just plowing into those spikes. I don't know what other direction. Oh, they're coming from that direction, too. He's dead. Get off my pillar. Get off my pole, zombie. Shoot her in the back of the head. Come on over. Come on over. Ah, there's the feral radiated copper. Don't you fire up here. Oh, there are 2 more to my right. 3 more. Yeah, it's about time for those feral radiateds to get involved. Figured it wouldn't be long. We're starting to see multiples of those. What happened to the shotgun turret? Did I miss something here? Oh, there we go. There we go. Get him! Look at how far that cop made it. Or did I blow him over there? I think I blew him over there. That didn't come out right. But you know what I meant. I mean, you just got to do what you got to do, right? Yeah. All right. Come on over. Come on over. This is a big base. This is a big base. This is a lot of square footage down here. They're gonna need, let's turn this one off. We need a switch. We need a switch. We're gonna get ourselves a switch. We're gonna get ourselves a switch at some point. We're gonna switch it off and on and... Alright, he's dead. There we go. Yeah, one turret on each side is not enough to keep up with this madness. It's not enough. It's not enough. Well, we currently have 3 shotgun turrets active, but they're not far enough over yet. The zombies are not far enough over to... have those engaged. Get some of the crawlers out of there that lost their legs. See, that's what's so good about the exploding crossbow bolts. They, you know, they do okay damage, but I can just shoot near a cop on the ground and it will interrupt their spit or their explosion. Of course, I didn't interrupt that one. I was a little too late on shooting that one. It just exploded right there. But you know what I mean? That's a big advantage to using those things. A gun, you might fire down there and you might miss right as he goes to explode, or it just doesn't interrupt him. But this explosion, that absolutely interrupts him. There we go. Come on in. Come on in. There we go. Nice. Well, it doesn't take a lot of CPU from a capture PC to capture the Horde. It's only sitting on about 50% right now. If I'm riding on the mini bike or running around and stuff like that, it takes like 80 or 90% sometimes. But just this Horde with the turrets and stuff doesn't take much at all. I need to make a way for me to get down there. You know what I mean? I need to make myself a way. We'll do that eventually. We'll make a way for me to get down there. Alright, let me turn this turret off. We don't want this one on. I put the door in the wrong place. But that's okay, because we're going to disable this shotgun turret. Take it away. Calgon, take me away. How many people remember that? I was a little kid when they used to play that commercial. Let these spikes work on that guy a little bit. Come on, we want to get maximum bonage out of this Horde. We got to spread them around. Don't you be beating on that pillar right there, sir. Don't you do it. Let's see if we can't draw them back over here. Well, this is flawless on here. Flawless on here. No skipping. No... no lag, nothing. It's just smooth, smooth, smooth with all these zombies inbound. Come on, fight through the pain. No pain, no gain. Get them off that pillar over there. What they were doing. Check these other pillars and make sure they're clear. They're all clear. All clear. All clear. Well, I'm gonna take a sip of my tasty beverage because it looks like we got this under control now. Got those feral radiated cops. The more we get, the harder it's gonna get. You know, the more of those feral radiated cops, the more chance that they're gonna explode and beat on my pillar and all of that stuff. Can't have the cops beating on my pole. Oh, pop the big man's head. You see that? Nice. Let me turn this one off. We'll only have one shotgun turret on. And we'll let them just fizzle on out now that those cops are out of the way, those tough cops. We'll let them fizzle on out on the spikes here. Get that maximum bonage. So we have about roughly 3 hours left of this. And hopefully we can cover a lot of these spikes with the bodies. All right, come on over. We're gonna work this shotgun turret to death over here. We're just gonna let them come to us. And blow those bodies around. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Oh, look at that wire. I'm like standing in the wire. Whoops. It's pretty awful. Be nice to get that fixed. Looking the way we want it to look. What are you gonna do, big man? I think the big guys should explode. You know, the off-duty cops. I think they should explode when they get down to a certain amount of hit points. They're tough like the cops. They should also have a feral radiated version of those guys. I mean, why not, right? You could probably mod in a feral radiated version of every zombie if you wanted to, very easily. Very easily. There's just a couple lines that you would have to add for that, I'm sure. Come on over, zombies. Come to me. Let me get back in the corner here for a minute and kind of chill out. Take a sip of my tasty beverage. So many bodies getting destroyed, corpses being destroyed. Nice. You couldn't really efficiently do this on Alpha 15, you know? You couldn't really build a platform base like this on Alpha 15, and I don't know, it just seems like the gunpowder with the new way that all of the harvesting works and stuff, it's easier for me to come by to make these exploding crossbow bolts by the hundreds, really by the thousands. But you know, you'd have to have something like that, or pipe bombs, or dynamite. It would be tough to have a gun and sit down and fire on the whole horde. Because look at this, I've fired some exploding crossbow bolts just to break up what's going on down there around the pillars, but you know, finish off the cops. But if you had to fire down with an AK or a sniper rifle or something like that to keep them from destroying your pillars and all, it'd be tough. You go through all it, you know, I don't know. I don't think you'd see nearly as many zombies because you couldn't kill them off as quickly. But these shotgun turrets enable you to have a base like this and enable me to be able to kind of hang out up here and just do damage control with the exploding crossbow bolt. Get him out of there. We should have a pretty good spread down there. I'll have to go around and see for sure once the horde is over. Should have a pretty good spread of bodies going around. Still have 2 hours left, a little less than 2 hours. That's great. That's great. I have a lot of zombies to go through and loot and cut up. Let's go ahead and get in this back tier here. I tell you what, I'm going to turn this one off for a minute. Yeah, I was going to say, this has gone through the most ammo so far. I've had it on the longest, and let's let them destroy these spikes. That way I can get under there and work. You know, after the horde is over. Oh, if they're all whites. Going through a lot of them now with the turret off. Come on over. Come on over. Clear out these spikes for old Spartan. Make my job easier. That's right. Run around in them. That's what they're there for. These are play toys for the zombies down there. That's what they are. Alright, let's turn her back on for a minute. Alright, now I'm going to go back this way. Let's let that one work. Let's let that one work. Let's go over here. Yeah, see, I have a Nurse Nancy chewing up my max alive right there. She's stuck. How about back over here? All the spikes gone back over here? I guess most of them are. Most of them are, and they're gone over here. So there aren't a lot of spikes left. We just had this back corner. We just had this back corner. That's a lot of bodies. That's a lot of bodies, folks. Tell you what, let me jump down. Let me jump down. It's 3:10. I don't have any beer, but I should be able to survive. It'd be nice if I had all the turrets on, but I didn't turn them on. As long as I don't break my leg, it'll be easy to survive. There we go. Alright, come on. Come on. Follow old Spartan around. Follow me around. Oh, there's multiples down there stuck in the concrete. You see that? Come on out here. Oh, I tell you what, it's a perfect spot for me to run back across this way and get them to go through the spikes, you know? Come on through the spikes. Don't run around the spikes. Go through the spikes. Go through the spikes. Be the spike. Be one with the spike. See if I can beeline it down here and make them run through the spikes. Oh, it's a dud. Boom! Whoa, don't hit me. Oh, I don't have a beer. That's not good. Well, they took me down fast, too. Did you see how fast I was losing health there? Yeah, this is why we need to concrete this area out here. Be a whole lot easier for cleanup duty. You know what I mean? That woman right there, stuck in the concrete. So many duds where you shoot them in the ground and they don't go off. That's kind of frustrating. Keep running into the cactus out here too. Let's go out here, zombies, in a nice open area. Nice open area. Can we loot him? Oh, we can loot him. Oh, he had bones on him. Oh, I'm stunned. That's why you need to drink your beer, ladies and gentlemen. Beer good. Beer good. Oh, I'm used to them still running on, only a couple of them are running. On my stream series, I'm used to at this point, the zombies still running around like crazy fools. Don't you hit me, sir. Oh, they're still kind of trickling in. Still kind of trickling in. There's no need to drag them through there again. Oh, they're both down. Boom! Come on. Come on. Nice open area. Oh, he went up in the air. Throw your arms in the air like you just don't care. Let's see if we can get him in the head. Boom! Nice. You too. You get some of that. Here, eat one of these. Alright, we probably just wasted about 100 exploding crossbow bolts. I didn't need to do that. I didn't need to do that. It was a little overkill. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Alright, so let's look at the CO bodies. The CO bodies. Poor fella. He had it bad. All the squishies out here, folks. See, so if you're used to watching my stream series, and you've not seen this base yet, look at all the bodies we get on this base. Look at that. That's because we don't have barbed wire underneath the base. Nothing to slow them down. We get a better, larger amount of zombies. They're nice and evenly spread out. You know what? I'll take that brass. Still trying to get my scavenging up. Let's see what my scavenging is actually up to. Scavenging is 63, so we still have a long way to go. Tuna! The chicken of the sea, yeah. Oh, you know what? He had honey. Pronto would be proud. Oh, I'm not hungry. I'll take it, though, so when I am hungry, I can take that. I can eat a little bit of that honey. Whoops. So if you'll sit here with me through this, you'll sit through about anything. You could probably sit here with me and watch paint dry. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna watch paint dry for 1 solid hour. Sit back and enjoy sights and sounds of drying paint. I need to change my positioning in the chair. We're gonna be here for a few minutes. Oh yeah, this goes a lot faster than having to swipe twice over a body, you know what I mean? Getting our scavenging skill up. We're still getting bones. Always the chance to get tuna. Could be the grand prize here. Every time we get tuna, have to celebrate. Celebrate, celebrate. Come on and celebrate. I don't think those are the words, but you know what I mean. More brass. More brass. Give me that brass doorknob, sir. Ma'am. We're really just taking the pistols. Just to unload them. Scrap them. Because I do want to have some auto turrets out here at some point. I do want to have some of those. Tell me what you think. If you're still hanging out, then you're a pretty die-hard fan. What do you think about me doing a little bit of work off camera on this base? getting some things done and maybe not documenting the entire thing. Because I'll be honest with you, folks, I said it on stream. You can quote me on this. February, Alpha 17. So we talked about it yesterday, I guess. If they were able to implement electricity, all of the traps and turrets and all that new stuff on Alpha 16, paint tool, it took them 8 months to do that. Well, this Alpha coming out, they're reskinning the mini bike and calling it a motorcycle. Same speed and all of that. The car has been in the game since the very first Alpha. I remember spawning that thing in back in 2013 in a little single-player creative thing when someone said, hey, you can drive a car in this game. I was like, no way. Started up a little single-player game, and sure enough, you couldn't make it in the game, but you could spawn it in and, your little single-player. That's not new. They're reworking it a little bit, I guess. They're adding a POI that's really just the same old POI, a little bit larger, house or whatever. They're not doing a lot, in other words. They're not doing a lot. And I feel like if it took 8 months, we'll take that beer. Let's see if we can eat the honey now that I've been moving around and being active. No. If it only took them 8 months to implement all they implemented for Alpha 16, it's not going to take them 8 months for 17. And maybe they do. Maybe they just set up a time period and say, all right, every 8 months we're going to release a new Alpha, no matter how large or small. I can't imagine, though, it's going to be much beyond January or February time period before 17 is released. They did away with behemoths. They did away with zip lines. That's not coming in 17. So what? How long is it going to take to implement the little bit of stuff they're going to put in? If you go to the official forums, you can read what they're going to put in and see for yourself. It's really not a whole lot. So I'd be surprised if it went past February for a release on 17. And I'm thinking that if you don't mind if I do something like that, I might start doing that. Because even if I were to do 2 30-minute episodes in a day, it's still just an hour a day. I'm never going to finish this build by the time Alpha 17 is released. Someone asked me about castle build. Hey, Grand Spartan, I've had this several times now. Can you do a castle build? I want to see a new Alpha 16 castle. Well, I'm not going to have time to finish a castle. It's going to take me 200 hours. Outside of the time that I stream and do this Let's Play, I'm just simply not going to have time to build something like that. If you want to build a castle and you want to make that thing look right, you're looking at 200 hours. Easy. Easy. If it's just 100 by 100 or something like that, you're looking at a couple hundred hours to do it right. So if I did something like 150 by 175, yeah, I'll never finish that by the time Alpha 16's out. I'd have to play every day, like all day. Oh, tuna! So I don't know. I'm just toying around with different ideas here. Maybe you can help me. I don't do a lot of editing and cutting and splicing and all of that, but you all have pretty much seen the method of how I do what I do up to day 64 and whatever we do beyond until I make up my mind. But maybe at the turn of the year, at the end of next month, which would be December, I start doing a little bit of work off camera, just depending on how far along we are with this base. Because I'd be so disappointed if Alpha 17 is released and this base is not finished, and we just spent all of these hours working on this base to just not even finish the project. I want to see what it looks like in the end. I'm curious. I know some of you that watch and keep up, you're curious what it's going to look like. I had this vision. I want to see the vision become a reality. A painting on the canvas, It's not any good unless I can share it with others. I know how I kind of want it to look, but you all are not going to know until you see it. If I can never achieve that, then all of this was kind of just a waste of time. So I just have to figure it out. I have to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. Let's go ahead and assemble that. I don't know why I'm talking like Obama right now. Sometimes I do that. All right. Well, we're about halfway done, I'd say. I would say. Maybe not quite half. Yeah, halfway. We'll say halfway just for the sake of time. Oh, 600 part. Nice. More brass. Well, I have a nice little collection of brass by the time I decide if I'm going to use it or not. So nice on that stream series, and I'm really trying to save my pennies here and be able to afford the business class internet for up here. Because if I can get that, I won't feel like my stream series is... I don't want to say it's a waste, but when you can only document that... Look at that. When you can only document that in 720, and not even good 720, you know, it just loses a little bit of something. But if I could document that stream series in 1080, oh. Wandering Horde. Oh, they're just walking though. Every time I hear that noise now, I'm like, Wandering Horde. They're going to come running. They're going to be here in like 2 seconds. Once you hear that noise, you know they're almost there on top of you, but yeah, they're just going to wander on by. I wonder where they wander. Yeah, but we got to get serious about this. I'm only getting 5 hours a week on this Let's Play series in. That's not enough. That's just simply not enough. There we go right there. Look at that. Sorry, Pronto. I'm going to throw out your honey. Sorry about that, Pronto. I love you, man, but I'm sorry. Sorry I had to do that. All right, now I can say we're officially halfway done. So hopefully things work out for me. The new year will come in and I'll be able to afford myself a business class connection up here. It's just a shame that that's the only option I have. Business class or awful connection. You know, awful. Oh, nice. We could use those. And if I could do that, I might be able to start doing like 2-hour episodes. You know what I mean? Like I could do 2-hour episode and upload it in probably the same time or less than what I am now. Zombie was creeping up on me. For an hour episode. 45 minutes. That would be my hope. Maybe I need to get that sooner than later. Get on top of that. Yeah, I'll take the beer. This is a sea of bodies here, folks. Like, if you watch my stream series, I probably get about half of this on the stream series. If we were to knife all of these bodies, we'd have probably had about 2,000 bones or more. Man, the first aid kits, that must be off the bikers. Could be Nurse Nancy's, but most likely the bikers. They tend to have more first aid kits than any of the other zombies. More bones. And some shotgun shells. And maybe I need to record a Christmas CD for zombies in 7 Days to Die. You know? Maybe we need to do something like that. Put it out to you all on Discord. Shotgun shells, old crow smells, Logan laid an egg. You know, I can hear it right now. What's up with these little 5 bullets here and 3 bullets there? It's almost not worth my while to pick those up. How far are we in? 50 minutes already? My goodness, look at that. It's a compound bow 542. That's 4,000 for that thing. I guess we'll keep it. Throw out the rotted flesh. Another gun would blow. I'm not even going to pick any more guns up. I know there's like 8 bullets or 10 or 15, whatever's in there, but I'm not even going to pick that up. Not even going to pick that up. We can combine those, though, for my leg armor. Oil. We're good on oil, too, for repair kits. I forgot who it was that said they were running out. I guess that was 330 and Logan, but now that's 2 guys kind of sharing a base and augering the world down, so yeah, I could see where they could run into an issue with repair kits. I never had that issue, but I built all my bases above ground, so I didn't have to do a lot of digging, you know. Only digging I did was mining, and did one base that was kind of technically underground, that scrap attack, but I've not had any issues with the oil. I started collecting cans at one point, like, oh man, I'm going to run out of oil. I need these cans to make it, but it never came across that issue. If you didn't know that, yeah, you can make oil in the game. You can make oil and paper now. Eight bones there. Taking a whole 5 row out at a time here. We've collected 241 9mm bullets so far. Oh, 251. Wait a minute, what was that other thing I picked up? Pain pills? Here, we don't need no stinking pain pills. Probably should be collecting them. Well, we're going to have to make a trip back over to the base because we are full. Can't carry one more thing on me. Certainly don't want to collect any more shotgun parts. We're done with those. Now, the amount of brass that we're getting from these hordes is really nice too. To say I'm not using any, you know, we can get a nice stockpile of that stuff going. My guess is that by the time I start making it, I'll be able to pump out, I don't know, 12, 15,000 casings or something like that. And we'll probably never use all of those by the end of the series in the auto turrets. They'll just be a defense for my 4th room. All they'll be. And a lot of bones even with the axe. Kind of surprised how many bones we're getting with the axe. Alright, so we are up to 12 doorknobs and 8 candlesticks and 6 trophies. That's really good. You know, that's a lot. Said not that I really use this stuff. Someone asked me about treasure maps. Man, Grand Spartan, how'd you get so many treasure maps? Like, I never use them, man. I get them from these hordes. I don't even pick them up anymore now. I don't do that. There's nothing in there for me. I don't need them for money because it's more lucrative to make the concrete and easier just to throw some concrete in a workbench and go sell that to the trader. 36K a stack. 3 stacks, you know? Doesn't make any sense. I know you can get bullets out of there, but what do we use bullets for right now? We might get lucky and get some shotgun shells, but you know, we don't use any guns, so we don't need the bullets. Unless we were to sell those too, but we might be able to clean this up without going back to the base. We'll see. I'll make some space here in a moment and see what we can come up with. We still have a big patch right there of bodies on the interior band to take out. That's a lot of bodies. That might be up there with the most I've seen so far. I tell you what, this, and I've not picked it all up. I've missed some. Let's do this. Let's stick that there. You know what I mean? And we can stick it in there because I almost have enough for a full stack, and we'll just sell it to the trader. I don't need military fiber to repair with. I haven't paid attention. I just heard the noise, and I don't know what it signified for a level up. If it was, if it were for scavenging, then I'm curious what our scavenging went up. What were we at, 63 when I checked it earlier? Is that what we're at? I'm curious how many levels we'll get out of a horde. If we just get 1 level or 2 levels, or how many we get. Find out here in just a moment. Oh, more candlesticks. Trying to be as fast about this as I can at this point, folks. Pistol barrel. Oh, I can't pick up any more bones. Really? Yes, we can. Oh, look at all those bones on the ground I was leaving. There are just a few. Get rid of all of these. Yeah, I had been saving the quest as well as the treasure maps. I can't really see me ever getting to the point to where I need more points than what I'm allotted here. I just don't think the alpha is going to be out that long for me to concern myself with something like that. I don't think it's going to be like Alpha 15 was. Fun Pimps just had their hands full. You know, that electricity was a beast. That was a lot. All of those traps and things they introduced. Like a brand new game. It's like a brand new game. This is not going to be like a brand new game when 17 comes out. Maybe some of you think that with the automobiles, the new motorcycle and the bicycle. But someone today said, hey, how about a horse instead of a bicycle? Like, well, good luck with that. Because if that horse gets bitten on the rear end by a zombie, then you're going to be running from the horse. Yeah, you might get away from a wolf, maybe even a dog, but you're not getting away from that horse. And those big old horse teeth are going to be chomping on your rear end as you're screaming, running away from it. Yeah, I think I'll just stick with the bicycle. I'll go with the bicycle. Body just kind of sinks down into the dirt when you axe it. I think that's all, folks. I think that's all. Nice little quick cleanup. You didn't take that long. Didn't take that long. Not considering how many we had. That was a lot of bodies. That was a lot of bodies. Nice. Good stuff. Base didn't even take a scratch of damage there. That's even better yet. What are you doing, woman? Please just stop it. Don't spawn in more zombies. I think we're just going to go down into the base. We'll let them die on the spikes. We'll just let them die on the spikes. So what I'll do, just to kill a moment or two between now and next episode, is I'll sort this stuff out real quick before we get started again. So we had 1,130 bones using the axe. It's not bad at all. That's my inventory. That's what I got. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. You have yourselves a good day, good evening, wherever you may be located. I'll see you all tomorrow.